Tonight we delve into one of Atlanta's darkest secrets, the 1913 case of Leo Frank, a mystery as grim as the shadows covering this city. In the suffocating darkness of his cell, Leo Frank was haunted not just by the daylight, but this isn't just an abandoned factory. It's a crime scene frozen in time. The scattered tools in that In the dark Gacha basement, Frank's quarry hung in the air, a quiet moment of stillness before the inevitable. Neither the manager nor the girl yet understood the true weight of the ribbons. The sudden knock brought Frank to the door. As the narrator mentions his anxious eyes, he was visibly startled by the presence of the officers.
I did not do it!
What are you talking about?
You know what you did!
No, I do not.
And that's when Mr. Frank told me to move the body!
Jim Conley's testimony was a chilling account, delivered with a disturbing lack of remorse. Conley's testimony was a tangled web of contradictions. He changed his story multiple times, unable to keep the details straight. As the city of Atlanta watched, the rage boiled over. The crowd, convinced of the defendant's guilt, demanded justice for Mary. Outside the courthouse, the crowd's echoing shouts reverberated through the streets, signaling the grim tone of the proceedings. Thomas Watson used his platform not for truth, but to fan the flames of hatred against Leo Frank, manipulating public opinion with every keystroke.
Driven by suspicion and centuries-old prejudice, the Jewish community in Atlanta found themselves targeted.
After days of deliberation, the sweltering jury returned to the courtroom. Their decision was unanimous: guilty. In the grim theater of the courtroom, Frank remained silent. His somber gaze spoke volumes.
They carried the weight of the case on those papers, yet they were met with locked doors. The appeals, it seemed, had already failed.
The judges dismissed the appeal. With a shake of their heads and a toss of the papers, the courts officially turned Frank away. As Governor Slatton delved into the evidence, the weight of the case became clear. He reviewed the files meticulously, searching for any inconsistency.
Detective Slatton meticulously combed the factory floor, his flashlight cutting through the oppressive darkness. In a move that shocked the state, Slatton delivered his verdict.
Frank is innocent!
As the chaos in Atlanta escalated, the streets became a battleground. The intervention of the police only fueled.
The National Guard intervened, restoring a tense order to the streets.
The somber journey continued. Outside the window, the world rushed by, but inside...
Show shadowy Gacha figures sneaking into a prison, cutting wires with scissors, as the narrator sets the scene for August 16, 1915.
The guards were quickly overwhelmed by the surging mob. Amidst the chaos and violence, Frank was seized and dragged.
The journey to Marietta was long and fraught with tension. As the car wound through the dark Georgia roads, Frank could only contemplate his fate. Depict a looming Gacha oak tree with a noose swaying in the wind, as the narrator describes the awaiting fate. He often spoke of them, his mother and his wife, Lucille, clinging to their memory amidst the despair of the DeKalb County Jail.
I am an innocent man. I have kept the faith.
His final words were a resolute affirmation of innocence.
The table was kicked out from under him, sealing his fate.
What followed was a disturbing celebration. The mob, energized by the Knights ends.
The Gacha characters ripped pieces of cloth and rope from Frank's body, taking them as trophies.
The judge desperately tried to reason with the escalating mob, pleading for calm amidst the frenzy.
The mob shewed no mercy. They converged on Frank, delivering blow after blow, the dust rising from the street.
The scene in Atlanta was unprecedented. An estimated 15,000 onlookers pushed.
Transporting the body of Frank was a journey shrouded in secrecy and darkness. The train moved north, away from the scene of the crime.
The press reports were stark. Headlines across the state named Marietta's leaders as the executioners.
The courtroom stood empty. a stark symbol of justice denied. Despite the overwhelming evidence,
He called the act nothing short of disgusting.
The national reaction was immediate, visceral.
the arrival of Northern industry brought with it a deep-seated resentment. These were men determined to extract labor and... As the Northern newspapers hit the stands, the calls for a retrial grew louder. Headlines questioned if justice had truly been served.
In 1982, an elderly Alonzo man finally broke his silence. His confession shed new light on the case.
It was the kind of fear that settles deep in your bones. A memory of shadows, flickering lights, and a betrayal he couldn't yet comprehend. Decades later, the state of Georgia finally acted. In 1986, the parole board formally signed the document that cleared Frank's name. In the heart of the mist, they lit the first fire. A secret society emerging from the shadows. Driven by the stark realities of the Frank case, the founders gathered. Their mission was clear: to stop the defamation of the Jewish people. With trembling hands, they tucked away the Star of David, symbols of a heritage now deemed dangerous. A palpable fear gripped the community.
In the hushed confines of the meeting, silence was their only shield. Every glance, every movement.
Even today, the mystery surrounding the case lingers in the shadows of this very tree, the truth forever obscured by the mists of time.